This is Blind Date production number 91196, recorded 28th of 1085, part 1, take 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
To Blind Date once more. And since last week's show, I've had another letter. This time it's from a fella, and here it is. It says, "Dear Cilla, any chance of appearing on the show? I am tall, have a perfect build, muscles, suntan, and I'm awfully handsome." Well, listen, heart, I've got news for you. You don't need a girlfriend. All you need is a mirror. My goodness me. But enough of that, let's get on with the show. And here are the three fellas who are going to play Blind Date this evening. So let's go and meet them. Hello, lads. Welcome to Blind Date, to all three of you. What about you, number one? Will you tell everybody your name? Stop that, Chuck. It's not your go. It's number one's go. What's your name and where'd you come from?
My name is Graham Foster. I come from Cobham in Surrey, and I'm a cocktail barman. Someone likes it.
Yes, a cocktail barman. I mean, what's your most... What cocktails do you make, then?
Well, there's quite a few I couldn't really go into, but there's about 50 different cocktails on the list.
What's your hobbies, then?
Anything sporty, I suppose.
Anything sporty?
Anything sporty.
All right, then, lots of luck for tonight's show. What about you, number two?
Hello, my name is Dave Booth, and I work... Is that so funny?
Well, when you say it,
Hello.
yeah.
My name is Dave Booth, and I work in Gateshead.
In Gateshead? Is that how they speak in Gateshead?
That's the way I speak in Gateshead. Listen, that's how I speak in Gateshead. Come on, give me a break.
Oh. Why don't you stand up and say that? What do you do for a living? Do you work?
I work in a sports stadium there.
Oh, so you're very sporty as well.
You know how it is.
What about you, number three? Tell everybody, please, your name and where you come from.
Well, my name is Mark Date, and I come from Chorleywood in Hertfordshire.
Do you really? That's
do.
not from where I
Everyone's
live,
laughing
you know.
at what we say, don't
Listen, you shut up, Gabby H. You'll get your chance in a mo when you're interviewed by a super lady from behind those screens. What do you do for a living, did you tell me?
No, I didn't tell you.
Pardon?
Do you want to know?
Yes, please.
Well, I am a fitter.
I'm waiting here with bated breath.
I'm a fitter for a hoist hire company.
A fitter for work?
A hoist hire company.
A hoist hire?
Hoist hire. Too many H's.
Very difficult to say that with this teeth, number three. All right, lads, well, stand by your beds, your chairs, because you're all going to play Blind Date. Now, I wish you all the best of luck for tonight, OK?
Thank you.
See you later. Oh, I feel sorry for this poor girl that's coming on. Anyway, let's meet her. She's Sheena McRandall, and she's from Biggin Hill in Kent, or Biggin Hill in Kent. Come in, well, you look absolutely stunning, Sheena.
Thank you.
They don't deserve you on their other side of the screen. So you're from Kent?
Yes, that's right.
And what's your job?
I'm a secretary, working for chemical consultants and analytical chemists.
Well, that's lovely. And what do you look... Oh, please, say the right things. What do you look for in your ideal mate?
My ideal mate?
Yes. Well, who do you admire? Anybody on the telly or on the, the big screen up there?
Oh, yes, I like lots of people.
Just tell us one. Oh, yes.
Well, I like Omar Sharif. I think he's got lovely eyes.
Oh. All right, Sheena, love. Now you know the rules, don't you?
Yes.
Are you ready to go? Go for it?
Go for it.
OK, what's your first question?
All right, then. Well, I like surprises, but...
Oh, surprise, surprise!
Yes, I like surprises. And what I want to know is you're going to buy me some clothes as a surprise. How are you going to go about finding my size? What would you do? Well, I'll ask number one to start with,
That's a
please.
very
Thank you.
good question. Number one, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Well, I think I'd take you out to the cinema, and then I'd accidentally spill some popcorn down your back and check the label while I was looking.
Number two, please.
Well, strangely enough, I wouldn't take you to the pictures. Hard to believe. What I would do is, in fact, I don't even need to do anything, because I can tell just by your voice that you've obviously got a 38-inch, 24-inch, 36-inch figure.
Oh, Sheena, watch that one. He's trouble. You've only got number three left for the first one.
Go on then, number three. What do you suggest?
Well, seeing that the baggy look is in, what I'd probably do is go out and buy a shirt my size, sort of trendy. And, well, if you didn't like it, at least it wouldn't be wasted and I'd wear it.
Second question?
All right, then. Well, as you don't know me, despite what you say about my sizes, I want to know what sort of girl would you most want me not to be like?
Who are you going to direct that question
sorry.
to?
Yes. Well, we'll start with number three this time, with the baggy shirt.
Well, I wouldn't like you to be a nun, because I'm a fairly outgoing person, and nuns don't have the tendency to go out a lot.
Two, please.
Two.
That's not two nuns, that's number two.
I would not like you to be tall, or blonde, or good-looking, or have long legs. And I'll tell you why.
Yes, please do.
Because I could do the change.
That was number two. I told you it was trouble. I told you.
OK, please, number one. What are you going to say?
Well, I don't like girls who drive around in Cortina Mark IIIs, drink Malibu and pineapple, and chew gum, especially all at once.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to...
You've got one more question to ask, and this is the big one, you know, because you've got to make that big decision after that.
All right, then. Well, number one, please. Will you look at 2 and 3 and tell me what their worst features are?
Well, number one...
tell you.
Truthful too, please.
The truth, please, number one.
Well, number one, he's wearing high heels.
Wait a minute, I asked number
And number two, he needs to wear high heels.
She asked number one the question.
I am number one. I mean, number two's wearing high heels. And number three's...
So who else are you going to ask the question?
I'll ask number 2, please.
Well, I tell you, I can hardly see a number one here because of the shadow from number 3's nose over there.
Number 3, it's your turn to get your own back.
Well, to tell you the truth, we all know of the saying that nobody's perfect. And these two, looking at them, seem to take that to the extremes.
Replies to those, difficult questions. I thought they were ever so difficult. Have you made your mind up yet?
Well, sort of.
Well, let's get Graham to help you along just a little bit.
Right. Would you choose number one, who wouldn't like you to choose gum? Or number two, who thinks he can tell a great deal from your voice? Or would it be number 3, who wouldn't like you to be a nun? The decision is yours.
Sheena, the time has come. Who are you going to choose, love?
Well, I think despite his wide choice of not wanting a nun, I think I'd like to take number 3, please.
That was the one that number 2 was very rude about his
About
nose.
his nose, despite
yes.
his nose,
Oh,
yes.
well, at least you've got a sense of humour, Sheena.
Oh, dear. Do I need one?
No, you don't. You certainly don't. But why don't we meet the 2 that you most certainly turned down? First of all, you turned down number 1, and he was lovely. He was Graham Foster from Surrey. Come in, Graham. What a shame, what a shame. Too late now, Sheena. You also turned down number 2, and that was Dave Booth from Newcastle. Why, Oh, well, are you disappointed?
No.
Well, at least you're honest. Oh, gosh, I hope you like the one that you chose. I think he's lovely, great personality. You chose number 3, and that was Mark Date, and he was from Hertfordshire. Oh, and I think your nose is lovely.
Thank you.
Yes. It does shadow your face, but I mean, it's... What do you think,
Can't
Sheena?
all be
It's not
perfect,
too
can
bad.
we, Cilla?
No, you look absolutely divine. You really do. And, Sheena, you've got to choose where you're going on this blind date with this fine young man here. It's only to let her choose, isn't it, love?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, it could be windsurfing on the Manchester Ship Canal.
A day sailing.
I wasn't far off, was it? Look at his face. Oh. A day sailing, isn't it wonderful? But it's a special day sailing, actually, Sheena. And it's a, you know, do you ever go to the boat show?
I've been once before.
Yes, aren't they terrific boats in that boat show?
absolutely.
You're going sailing on the star of the boat show. And the name of that yacht is Zulu. You're going to have a marvellous time. And we want you all to come back and, you know, when you've spliced the main brace, tell us all about how you got on. Will you do that, please?
Yes, definitely.
Well, let's say a big thank you to Sheena and Mark. We all look forward to seeing them next week. Well, last week, Nikki chose Adam, and you remember him. He's the one with the big shoulders. Well, their date was a night out at an Elizabethan banquet. So let's have a look at the happy snaps. Have a look. Snap looked terrific. What were you doing behind that act?
You were holding it.
Were you? Well, you all looked as if you were having a lot of fun by those snaps, but
Yeah,
let's now find out what they really thought about each other.
Okay, well, the reason I chose him, first of all, was because he said something about a teddy bear when I asked him to do an animal impression, and I like teddy bears, but when I first saw him, he wasn't anything like a teddy bear at all.
She was talking to Cilla about being studying law and politics at college. So I suppose the first impression was thinking a little bit, oh, perhaps she's rather one of these intelligent young ladies, and I must say, I'm not used to those.
It was a ballet dancer, and I just didn't know what I'd done. And my usual sort of type is a rugby player, and it's just a bit different from a ballet dancer.
I proceeded to feel the padding in my jacket to see if it was me or whether it was padding.
And I thought that once he took his jacket off, he'd disappear. But actually, on the evening that we went, he just wore a shirt and he did have broad shoulders, which was quite nice.
Nicky was 45 minutes late.
I was an hour late. Well, not much, just an hour.
Nicky seemed to have a habit of smelling every course that come along, burying her nose into it, just to see what it was.
During the evening, Adam had to be knighted. He had to go up onto by the stage, and he had to be knighted by the king, which was quite funny because somebody shouted out to chop it off, but his head. But no, he didn't. He managed to get knighted all right.
And Nicky was finding this quite amusing, but what was even worse, I had to then walk back to Nicky with my trouser leg rolled up, this garter on, all dressed up, and then sit down next to her.
My impressions of Adam were very different to my original ones. He wasn't a typical ballet dancer. He was very charming, very courteous, always made sure I had a drink and everything. And if the situation ever arose again, I probably would go out for a drink with him.
Yeah, I think I can say I would like to go out with her again. Probably not to an Elizabethan banquet, somewhere a little bit quieter, I suppose, so we could actually really get to know each other.
Couple, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, you look sweet together, but tell me, why were you an hour late? Because you never told us on the film there.
No, it wasn't my fault. The car didn't pick me up.
Whose car?
Well, he got lost.
Oh, our car?
Yeah.
It was the television's fault.
Well, yeah. Our house is a bit difficult to find. So.
Oh, is it? Are you going to see each other again? That's what we're all dying to find out, aren't we?
We'll let you know.
What do you mean we'll let you know? Well, thank you both for coming on Blind Date. We've all had a lot of fun, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen? All these lovely couple, Nicky and Adam. I don't think our other couple, Alistair and Sue, got on ever so well, but you can find that out when we meet them in part 2. And we'll also meet the next lucky fella who makes his choice from these three lovelies. See you in a minute. This is Blind Date production number 91196, part 2, take 1. Blind Date. Well, now the shoe is on the other foot, which is absolute agony if you're in stiletto heels. But a lot of fun on this show, because it's time for a fella to take his pick of these three girls. All the girls in blue. Hello, number one. Would you like to tell everybody your name and where you come from, please?
I'm Justine Samuel, and I come from Oxford in Surrey.
Do you really? In Surrey? Now, that's not far from where we're actually doing the show now, is it?
Nope.
Do you come up by bus?
No car. I drove.
Oh, you drove?
Yes.
Oh. Where do you work?
At the moment, I'm a waitress.
Oh, and you've got your own car?
Yes, well, the use of one, it's Mum's.
Oh, it's your mum's.
Yes.
Oh, good old mum. Good old mum. Best of luck for tonight.
Thank you.
Hello, number two. Would you
Hi.
like to tell everybody your name and where you come from?
Angela Pedler from Cardiff in South Wales.
Oh, there's lovely for you. I can do an Irish accent, I can. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a beauty consultant.
Oh, what do you look for in your ideal mate?
Somebody who's pretty good looking, but as long as it keeps me happy, I really don't mind. Whatever way that might be.
Oh, isn't that nice? All right, number 3, hello.
Hello.
Would you like to tell everybody at home what your name is and where you come from?
My name's Caroline Ruddle, and I come from Fulham in London.
Oh. You brought your family with you, haven't you?
I didn't bring anyone with me, so...
You brought the mum's car and you brought the family. Well, what are your hobbies? Tell everybody out there what your hobbies are.
Tennis and squash.
Tennis, oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Are you good at tennis?
Not very.
No.
I can play a good game, but I'm not what you call good, no.
Oh, well, never mind. I hope you have a lot of fun. Lots of luck to all of you. Thanks. See you in a moment. Thanks. Well, of course, those lovely girls don't get a choice, but this lucky man does. And his name is David Antonitz, and he's from Bromley in Kent. Come in, David. Ooh, hey. You smell gorgeous, David, you do. You really do smell wonderful. You've got... It does. I'm just giving a quick sniff. Tell everybody at home, and especially the girls, they're all dying to know behind that screen, I mean, what you do for a living, because you're going to take one of them on a blind date tonight.
I work for an advertising agency.
You do? Are we allowed to ask you what you advertise?
Well, you can ask me, but it's a variety of things. I work for a variety of agencies.
Wasn't that nice? And what are your hobbies? Tell them over there.
I drive racing cars. I play lots of sport, squash, cricket, golf.
Really? And I'm dying to ask you, everybody's dying to know, I mean, what do you look for? You know, what qualities you look for in a woman?
Looks-wise, I like somebody reasonably petite, 'cause I'm not that large myself. And...
Well, you're not that little. I mean, you might be small, but you're beautifully marked.
Oh, well, there we go.
Well, you know, David, you've got 3 questions to ask. You know that, don't you? By the way, how tall are you? Because we don't want to put them off over there.
Well, about 5'8".
Yes, about 5, you liar.
OK, 5'3".
No, he's 5'8", girls. Take no notice. I'm only joking. Right, off you fire with the first question.
Right, now, I like my women to toe the line with me, so... What would you say if I asked you to wash and iron my shirts for me?
Who's that question?
That's to number 1.
Number 1? Well, I think I'd do it. Yeah. But you've got to take me out for dinner, paint my apartment and clean my car as well.
That's fair, David. You got to agree with that. It's quite fair.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, it is.
OK, then. All right,
Who's next?
Number 2.
Well, yeah, I think I do. I'd wash your socks and iron your shirts. Because I cook you a nice meal afterwards, and I expect you to look really nice.
Oh.
She sounds promising?
Yeah, but what would you expect in return for that?
Well, the following night, you could wash my socks and iron my shirt.
And number 3.
I think I'd probably be very happy to iron your shirts, but I think doing the socks is perhaps just a little bit below the belt.
Well, that's OK, because I don't wear socks.
Good.
But you smell lovely. You've got another question to ask, David.
Right. Now, this isn't actually a proposal, but if we were stuck in an igloo together for a week, what would be your suggestion for us to keep warm?
Who's that to?
That's to number 1.
Well, I'm such hot stuff, you wouldn't have any problem with that. Can you sense my amazing personality?
And to number 2.
Well, because I'm a fast knitter, I'd knit you a really big chunky jumper, pair of leg warmers, and then, just to make sure you're really warm, revert to the old Eskimo custom of rubbing our noses together.
That's nice. That's very romantic.
And number 3.
Well, I'd hope that the Eskimo, the igloo, thank you. The igloo was a 5-star igloo. Then perhaps you could go off and get a few brandies for us, and I'll supply the ice.
I like that. That's nice. Quite a cute reply. You forming any opinion yet, David?
Yeah, I've got a few. Right, my last question. I want to revert you back to your days of reading Enid Blyton and the Dandy. And I want to ask you, which children's character do you most identify with, and for what reason?
Who's that to?
That would be to number 2.
Well, I reckon I've done your ironing, I've done your washing, cooked you a nice meal, knitted you a jumper. It'd have to be Cinderella. And of course, the ugly sisters are here.
And the same question to number 1.
I think I'd have to choose Mr. Toad out of The Wind of the Willows, because he's got such tremendous style, throws wild parties, drives fast cars, and you never know, one day Prince Charming might come along and kiss me.
Are you actually saying you also look like a toad as well? And to number 3.
I think I'd have to have Tigger, as in the bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. There's no one like Tigger but me.
Well, you've asked 3 questions now, Chuck, and it's the big decision time again.
I know.
Well, will it be number 1, who has no problems at all keeping warm? Or number 2, whose favourite character is Cinderella? Or number 3, who would iron your shirts but draws the line at washing your socks? The decision is yours.
It's a very big decision.
It's a very hard decision. They all sound so wonderful.
They do.
Yep. I think, though, I like the idea of the brandy and ice, so it's going to be number 3.
It's going to be number 3. You don't want to change your mind?
Possibly.
Too late now. That's what you said up there.
Okay,
But no,
I'll change.
I think you've made the perfect choice. I'll tell you, you turned down number 1, and that was Justine Samuel from Surrey. Come in, Justine. Oh, just your size. Oh, never mind. You also turned down... Oh, you're going to be sorry. You also turned down number 2, and that was Angie Pedler from Cardiff. What a glamour. Never mind, it's all exciting stuff. Stand close to here, because the big moment has arrived now, love. You picked number 3, and she was, of course, Caroline Ruddle from Fulham. Aren't you lucky, sweetheart? Just your size again, isn't it?
In fact, we're not that different,
No, not that different.
No, but aren't you lucky?
Ever so.
Yes, are you looking forward to going on your blind date?
Incredibly.
Oh, well, the big moment is... Are you going to let her choose, or what?
I think so. I think no, come on, choose.
Listen, don't have an argument yet. You haven't been on the date yet. OK, who's going to choose? Ladies first?
Yeah, we'll take it.
He's a little bossy boots, isn't he? Take it. Where are you going?
We're going on a day trip to Paris.
Have
you not glad I chose?
Yes, did you hear that, love? Aren't you glad she chose?
Very much so.
A day trip to Paris. Oh, you'll be able to go up that tower and get a right eyeful. But you will come back. Promise me, please, both of you. Even though you mightn't feel like it at the end of the day, will you come back and tell us all about it?
Definitely.
Will do.
Please do. Can you speak French?
Un peu.
Un petit peu?
Un petit peu.
Oh,
Ouais.
good. I can too.
Yeah?
Chami leather. Please come back and join us next week. Ladies and gentlemen, David and Caroline. See you next week. From last week, and if you remember, Alistair chose Sue, and they spent a day out in a Rolls Royce. But first, they had to find it, and the first clue was 2 tickets to Brighton. And asked you, I don't begin. I mean, you've got those pillows in between you. I think we better let the camera tell all, don't you?
I don't know, really. I really don't know what I expected, what sort of person I expected behind that screen. But when the screen came back, Sue wasn't what I expected. And I nearly fell over.
And he was wearing a suit and a red tie, a thin red tie for the show, if you remember. And I think thin ties are very dodgy on men. Very, very dodgy. Because there's sort of men who wear thin ties, usually very smooth, very like, okay, chicks, I'm here, it's happening. Well, in actual fact, they're not there, nothing's happening.
I was going to pick her up by taxi from her hotel. Unfortunately, the taxi went to the wrong address, which made me 3 minutes late.
Because, I mean, I couldn't have cared less if it had been 2 hours late, quite honestly. I mean, I'd have been longer enough doing something else by that point. I mean, I really wasn't that bothered.
Yeah, there she was. Mouthful of chewing gum. Half an hour before, I'd been having a lovely breakfast with coffee and croissants, and I wondered exactly how the day was going to go when I saw Sue there with her gum. And we got into the taxi, and the first thing she said is, "Would you like a piece of chewing gum?" You know, well, it's not exactly for me. 10 minutes later, it was, "Would you like a cigarette?" And as she was lighting a cigarette, the chewing gum was flying out the window.
I said, it's really strange. I said, I feel overshamed by your extrovertness. I mean, oh, cringe. It was just awful. I mean, he shouldn't have said that to me because it made me obnoxious as hell. That was it for the rest of the day.
As we left the station, I thought it'd be quite a nice touch to buy Sue a little bunch of flowers.
And then he said to me, "Well, what kind of flowers would you like?" So I picked up a great big bucket of gladiolas. Because that's what I probably would have liked. Instead, he brought me this bunch of freesias. Enough.
She seemed really quite pleased with them. It was little freesias, I think. She seemed quite pleased with them.
He was absolutely no word. I'd go out with him again.
But as a suitable lady for me, Sue is not. I'm sure she'll find maybe what she's looking for, but I wouldn't be it. I'd quite like to, if I live next door to her, she's the sort of girl that you could go to the pub with and have a drink with and maybe spend an evening. Or maybe even have a game of darts with. But I mean, she wouldn't be the sort of lady that I would take out and wine and dine and... not my type, but very enjoyable day.
I suppose if I had to say something nice about him, he did try very hard.
The walls of Jericho between you now. He was quite nice, wasn't he?
Sorry?
Watch me lips. He was quite nice, wasn't he, Sue?
Well, Cilla, if I had the opportunity to speak to this man again, it would be through a medium. I don't mean it. Well, he was all right.
What about you, Alistair? I mean, you were quite pleasant. I thought you were very pleasant about Sue under the circumstances. I mean, is there anything, naughty to get your own back you'd like to say about her now that you're on television?
I think I was very subdued with the camera all along, and I think that no, I enjoyed the day, and I wouldn't sort of stoop low to criticize somebody.
You've absolutely cut him to the quick, you really have. And listen to that audience, total sympathy. And again, a big R for Alistair. And a big boo for Sue. But it's actually, that's the way it goes on Blind Date, both of you. You know, you win some, you lose some. Obviously, you thought you lost some, but you enjoyed it anyway. So I'd like to thank you both for, you know, being good sports. Either way. Ladies and gentlemen, Sue and Alistair. Well, there you are then. So join us next week for some more blind dates when Sheena and Mark and David and Caroline will be back to reveal all. Until next week, ta-ra then.